it's my pleasure to introduce Chris Morgan, the membership executives from Social Enterprise UK, which is the membership body of social enterprises in the UK. Okay, Chris, it's such a pleasure to have you here today. I won't talk more about what you're doing, but what I will say is that did you know there's a third partner on this program, and it is Social Enterprise UK. So Chris is here to tell you a little bit about what they offer to the Ideas into Action program, but also what you can get from Social Enterprise UK by joining. Bija Sahola will share some stuff in the chat, some resources for you. But I'm going to stop talking. We've now got a 45-minute presentation from Chris. Chris, it's great to have you. Everybody, please join me in welcoming Chris today. And yes, over to you, Chris. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lucas. An absolute pleasure to be here. It really is, yeah, really amazing. I was here last year for the last year's Ideas into Action, and it's just great to be back, be invited back to see so many more brilliant social entrepreneurs and hear some more great stories. I want to give a special shout out before I start sharing my screen to Zainab. I saw you sign up with Reviving Links today to Social Enterprise UK, so a very big shout out. Thank you very much for joining us, and I really hope this gives you a good, and everyone else on the call, a really good understanding of how we work with social enterprises to help them, as Lucas said, find their village and find their people. That is really what we're here to do. I'm going to share my screen if you give me a second. Can everyone? Oh. Can you see that all right? Has it gone full screen all right? Has it gone a bit? Let's try again. Sorry. There we go. Is that working?
That's perfect, Chris.
Thank you, Lucas. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, I just want to quickly start. And when Lucas was talking about finding your village, you are, by setting up a social enterprise in the UK, you're joining a very big village. There are so many social enterprises across the UK. So I wanted to give you a quick overview of the sector first before I move over to Social Enterprise UK's role and how we work to support the sector and the social enterprises make those connections and partnerships. So as you can see, there are over 131,000 social enterprises in the country, and they generate a massive £78 billion in annual turnover. That sounds big, but it's so many, and it's just a really impressive sector to join. And they operate across every area. So there's a social enterprise that you can partner with in every sector, whether it's food or drink, health or social care, transport, anything at all. You can find a social enterprise for that. So moving on then to Social Enterprise UK, like Lucas said, we are the national body for social enterprises, and we have over 3,500 members today. So we're the largest network of social enterprises in the country as well. And what we aim to do is to be the voice for the sector and give members the opportunity to connect with each other and make those business opportunities, to create those business opportunities and create those partnerships as organically or as possible as well. So I thought the best way to break this down first would be to talk a little bit about our strategy and a little bit about our main focuses of work and how that all links into creating opportunities for social enterprises. And then I'm going to show you a couple of tools at the end. So we've got the Social Enterprise Directory. I think Lucas sent them out in the email before this, but we'll share them again in the chat. We've got the Social Enterprise Directory and our members area, which I think you should all have got an invite link to, and you can sign up for that.
Just pop them in the chat as well. So yeah, an email in this morning, but they're all in the chat.
Perfect. Thank you, Lucas. Thank you. Fantastic. So just to start then with who we are and our main focuses of work. This is just a handy breakdown of our numbers. So yeah, I said over 3,500 with 3,561 members. Of those, we have 3,265 social enterprise members. So those are organizations like yourselves who get certified as a social enterprise and who have that mission-driven mission at the heart of what they do. That could be, whether it's environmental, social, or anything at all. And then we also have what we call supporter members. And I think this is a really important part when you're thinking about your networks and partnerships, thinking about organizations that might not be social enterprises, but still might want to work with you. So our supporter members are universities, housing associations, local authorities, as well as corporate organizations. So I was hoping to have a speaker from the University of Westminster here today to share a bit more about how they work with social enterprises. She is going to do a video and I'll share that with you. But yeah, just to think about, it doesn't just have to be social enterprises you can work with. We've also got our big supporter members as well. So that's our community in numbers. And I'll just now go on to talk about our strategy. So we have sort of four main key pillars of work. So membership very much at the heart of what we do. We then aim at, so we have to support members on a day-to-day basis. We then aim to create those new opportunities for members, as well as promoting the social enterprise sector through our policy and research work. That's a little bit more behind the scenes, so I won't focus too much on that today. It's mainly about the membership side, so the big community we've got, and then those opportunities and specific networks we've got within the market building section, so that creating those new opportunities for social enterprises. So to start with, sorry, I've got a little bit of a cold as well and a dry throat, so I might just have to sip some water every now and then. So to start with, on the membership side, what we aim to do is to support members, and we give them a few different benefits on a day-to-day basis to help them grow and develop their business. So first of all, to touch on here is the accreditation. So when you join Social Enterprise UK, some of you might have gone through the form already and found out that you need to be the joining form already, and found out that you need to be a registered business to join Social Enterprise UK. The reason for that is that we need to be able to certify you as a social enterprise and make sure you meet the criteria on our website. Now, we know you all will do that once you've set up. It's just we need to have that formal process in place. But once you have got that and you go through the joining form, you can get this certified social enterprise badge, and it really helps highlight when you talk to potential partners, potential networks, who you are, and it really highlights the fact that you've got that backing from us. Obviously, some of you might also have a bit of an international focus as well, and we've partnered with an organisation called Social Enterprise World Forum, which means that every member of Social Enterprise UK, every social enterprise member of Social Enterprise UK also gets an international accreditation from Social Enterprise World Forum. So that's that People and Planet First verified social enterprise logo there as well. So you have access to these two different types of badges, one which is very good when you're talking within the UK network, but if you're ever looking internationally, it gives you another badge to put on and help explain to partners who you are. So moving on as well, we also then aim to keep members up to date with what's going on within the social enterprise sector, because there's always a lot and it's always hard to keep up to date with the latest news and opportunities. So we make sure that through your membership with us, you get a newsletter, an events mailer, really help you get involved in the latest developments and opportunities. We also have the members area. So this is the members area I mentioned earlier, which is where you access the community online, and you'll be able to see and access all of your other fellow members there as well to make those connections. And then I mentioned the directory as well. So this is another really handy tool when you're looking to find new customers and partners. So this is essentially, it's a directory of all our social enterprise members, and you can search this. It's available to everyone. You don't have to be a member of SE UK to use it. It's available to all of you just on our website. Again, I think that link is in the chat. And you can search this directory by social mission or product or service the social enterprise will deliver. And you can think, well, maybe you want to work with a social enterprise in housing or in the environment side of things. There are some great examples here. So Luminary Bakery are a social enterprise who support women who've been through domestic violence. Madlug are a social enterprise who support children in care. So really good examples of social enterprises you can find on our directory and then connect with through our members area as well. So use this as a tool to really help find those partners. But also, this is a really handy tool once you've joined us to help partners find you. You'll be able to have a profile for your social enterprise once you're a member of Social Enterprise UK, which will be visible. People will be able to find you by key search terms, your social mission, and your product or service. So it's a really handy way of finding potential new partners as well. Having new partners potentially find you as well, rather than you always having to find new partners yourself. So taking some of the legwork off you as well there. So moving on then, I mentioned the fact as well that we have some of these supporter members, and just touching on that, we work with our supporter members and our supporter network to ensure that social enterprises have the best access to support possible. So that means we have some free business support through our members area. Again, this is all sitting in our members area, which includes legal support, financial, and HR. So you can see some examples there of financial support. we do work then with university members, so like the University of Westminster. They have a great offer for social enterprises where they place, say you're doing a project, they have then postgrad students who can help you with those projects if you need extra staffing or knowledge from postgrad students. So again, think about how, don't just think about which sort of social enterprises you can connect with through our network. Think about what you need to help develop your business, and there will be some supporter members who can help you within our network to achieve those as well. Excuse me, sorry. We then run, sort of linked to the supporter side, we run regular events and webinars as well to really help promote social enterprises, help you find relevant relevant content and support for your social enterprise. So you can access these all on the members area. They are free to join for members, and topics include things like transition to a social enterprise if you set up as a company limited by shares, how to do marketing as a social enterprise, which I'm sure some of you touched on already, but how to really tell your story. We've also got some on social investment, so finance and fundraising is quite a big topic as well. And I also want to just mention here as well, and this might not be quite relevant for some of you as you're starting out, but as you grow your social enterprise and you start doing great things, as I'm sure a lot of you will, we do also host the UK's largest social enterprise awards night every year as well. And Lucas has been to that and can testify it is a great night, but it's always worth getting that an application in once you feel like you're in a position to do so. There's like a one to watch category as well. And again, it's just a way of really highlighting across the social enterprise sector the amazing achievement and impact you have on your community. So that might be a little bit down the line for some of you, but definitely want to bear in mind and keep an eye out going forwards as well. So just going back to this slide quickly, that sort of covers the membership side. So the day-to-day support, the fact that you get access to the community, the fact that you get the support services as well. I'll touch a bit more on the members area and specifically. But moving on, I wanted to focus on the market building side. So this is the big part of our work. Well, what we aim to do is create new opportunities for social enterprises and open up new markets for social enterprises. And there's lots of opportunities for you to get involved already and access some of them. So I've just broken them down into sort of 4 main categories here. There's the sort of private sector work. So this is focusing on working with big corporates that we do to help them work with social enterprises. And then there's something called the Recommended Supplier Network, which is for social enterprises in that space. We have then the consumers. If some of you are selling online, for example, we have something called eBay for Change, and we also have a festive gift guide every December as well to help consumers buy from social enterprises. We have some local stuff to help you find social enterprise networks near you. And finally, we have some public sector work as well. So just touching on each of these a bit more in detail. In the market building side, in the private sector side, we work with buying organizations. You can see what kind of organizations we work with there on the right hand corner there. So quite big organizations. We work with them to support them to connect with social enterprises and buy from social enterprises. So we run 2 programs, 2 services on this. So the first one is the Buy Social Corporate Challenge, which has been going for 7 years and has helped corporates spend I think almost 500 million now with social enterprises. And we then have something else called Social Procurement Connect, which aims at sort of engaging a wider group of organizations to work with and buy from social enterprises. So yeah, using that network, like Lucas said, to find potential clients as well. And to support you in this, so if you are a social enterprise who thinks, okay, I want to sell to big, large-scale organizations, but we have something called the Recommended Supplier Network. So this is essentially, once you join Social Enterprise UK, you can access an initial assessment to become what we call a recommended supplier. So that's someone we know can deliver these contracts to big organizations. It might not be you just yet, but it might be a bit down the line. But if it's not you just yet, we can provide you with a bit of support and help to get you to that stage. And once you're part of the network, you'll access tools about how to pitch to corporate partners, how to sell your social enterprise to big businesses. You'll also hear more about how we we'll get sort of examples in from experienced social enterprises who've done this for quite a while to get them to tell their story, how they've done it, and help you make connections with them. And it also helps you make connections with social enterprises who are in the sort of similar space. You might do a similar sort of product or service. For example, 3 cleaning social enterprises in the around Nottingham and the Midlands in England partnered to cover a bigger area and therefore be able to serve more contracts and stuff. So that was a really good example of how they use this network to find each other, connect, and develop a new opportunity. So you have that opportunity as well. And we do host sort of networking events to help you find those, make those connections, both to the specifically to the recommended supplier network and to the buyers as well. So on the consumer side, the main one I wanted to focus on, I know Turn as well, Lucas, has their own partnership with eBay, but I just wanted to mention what we do, which is eBay for Change. This is a partnership with eBay and Social Enterprise UK, and what it does is help you develop your social enterprise and sell on the eBay platform. The next cohort is open for application in September, so if some of you might be ready for that, we can share a link to that after the recording, after the webinar, sorry. And yeah, it's a really handy tool. It gets lots of free support on how to do things like listings and you know, making sure that your product stands out. But you also get access to a community of fellow sellers, eBay sellers. So there's lots of support webinars and tips, but there's also things like, you know, asking a community and hearing how expert sellers have done things that you might be either struggling with or wondering what to do about. So a really handy way of learning and developing your skill set through the network as well. And then just on the public sector, I just want to touch on this. I won't go into too much detail, but we do work a lot in this space as well. We work across all areas of public sector government because we know a lot of social enterprises work in this space, and we do aim to provide you with a network of support as well. So, for example, there's a contract readiness program, which we actually run in partnership with the School for Social Entrepreneurs, who we share an office with, and Voice for Change England. And it's essentially there to help you, if you want to work with government, to help you get ready to do that. And there's lots of different types of support out there, lots of webinars and learnings, as well as then some further networking and training opportunities as well, all done in partnership with us and the School for Social Entrepreneurs. For some of you as well, if you, for example, you've set up a social enterprise trying to support mental health and well-being, or anything to provide kids in care, or anything around the sort of health and social care space, we do have a specific network for social enterprises looking to work in that space as well. And you're more than welcome to come and find out more about that at any point if you think it's relevant to your social enterprise. This is a network that meets regularly and has opportunities, shares updates, what they're struggling with, what they're dealing with, and how you can get involved as well. So that's the public sector side of things. And then finally on this, I wanted to touch on the local. So the local places, so a lot of you might be based in and around some of these areas in the UK. So this is essentially a program we've got to help you find social enterprise networks near you. So obviously it's great that we've got an online members area. It's great that you have events like these as well, but sometimes it's nice just to meet people in person and have a coffee or have a lunch or something like that with them to discuss whether it's a business problem or just an idea you've got with someone. You can't beat that human contact sometimes. So what this is a program to help you access that essentially. So what each of these places is a recognized hotspot of social enterprise activity. So we've got 37 at the moment across the whole of the UK, and they all aim to not only obviously act as a local focal point for the local social enterprise network, but also to help grow that local social enterprise network by bringing together businesses, charities, and local councils as well. So if you are based in any of these areas, I would really urge you to get in touch with us and drop me an email after this, and we can arrange an introduction for you to the head of those social enterprise places. I know it's a bit small on my screen, so you might not be able to see all of them. So I'll send this list around after the presentation as well, so you can have a quick look to make sure that you are based in a place near you. And again, these places will meet. Well, they'll all be a bit different. Some might meet regularly and invite you along to a networking meeting. Some might ask to meet one-on-one. It all depends on what they do, because obviously there are very different types of places here as well. So they have different things that work for them. Okay. I wanted then to finally touch on our this is a little bit more our behind the scenes work, so I won't go into this too much, but it's just really important to mention that what we do at Social Enterprise UK, all of what I've talked about, helping to grow the social enterprise sector, really then feeds into us doing a lot of policy work and research work to highlight how great the social enterprise sector is and the impact you have. And you then are able to take part in any of these research to help us really promote the social enterprise sector to policymakers at both the local and national level. And it really helps make a difference. So if anyone's interested in this, please do take a look. There's lots of opportunities there to get involved. So that hopefully has given you a quick overview of us and what we do. Oops, sorry. I wanted now to quickly show you, hopefully I can do this without stopping to share, the members area and the directory, just to show you how they look and how they work and what sort of content is on there already. So I'm going to see, can you still see my screen?
Yeah, still looking good. So we should be following with you.
Fantastic. Can you see it now?
Yeah, we're following.
Fantastic. Thank you. Okay, so sorry, I got that tab, so I can't see quite which tab I'm on. There we go. So this is the members area. Now, normally members only get access to this, but if any of you aren't registered, so can't join Social Enterprise UK already, we're more than happy to give you access to this, so you can start mapping out the network and finding organisations you might want to contact. So it's broken down quite simply. There's a nice little space here that gives you instructions on how to use the space, use the platform. So you can read how to post, where to do it, and what to expect from the area. There's a specific space here to say hello. So please do drop a line, and it's really good to say hello and just really put yourself out there. It's a really, I think when it comes to sort of finding your people, this is where they are. And actually, if you put yourself out there a little bit, they'll come to you. They won't just you don't have to constantly reach out to everyone individually. People actually reach out to you. There's a really nice example of that here, actually. I'll just show this one where Rob here from Neurodiversity and Entrepreneurship Association has put a little comment out, and he's just got 6 new contacts coming through that alone, reaching out to him to ask him to be part of his network, and just a way of him really growing that and creating new partnerships. So don't be afraid to put a comment in there. If sorry, it just went a bit funny there for me. I think it's back now. It's a really good way of just making sure, and even if they just give you a like, it's a really good way that means they know that means you know they've read it, they know who you are, and they'll look out for you again going forwards as well. So that's a really big hint and tip there for you as well. But you can also find other updates here. So if you look at the member area, so you can see on the left hand side here, this is where it's all sort of divided into different spaces and space groups. So in the member area, there's a member feed. And similarly here, this is where you can post, or you can find out what's going on in the sector. So for example, there's a great event here taking place. So if anyone's in the arts and art sector, come along to this event on the 12th of April from the University of Westminster. It's a great way of keeping up to date with the sector, but it's also a great way to share what you're up to. So you might be hosting an event, you might be you might have done something impressive around, you might have been trading for a year, you might have done your first big sale on eBay, for example. Share that here, let people know what you've been doing. And again, it's just a really nice way of helping them find you as well. So that's the main space I wanted to focus on, but there's also a handy little tip here as well. So if you are wanting to reach out to people individually, there's this space as well. So I think is this some of you on here already? Some of you might recognize yourselves. You can search by name. So for example, you can find me on here, I hope.
Olga and Hannah are the first two there. They're
They're
both on the
fantastic.
call today.
Oh, fantastic. Big shout out to both of you, Olga and Hannah. Great to see you there. But I'll just take me off then. So you can see that you can reach out to Olga, you can reach out to Hannah, and you can also find other members as well here as well. So just search by name or organization, and you'll find loads of potential contacts to reach out to. And Olga, I'll just show them on you. You can just click on the profile and you can drop them a private message. Oh, that wasn't meant to happen. Sorry about that. That's never happened before. But yeah, that's a really good way of finding new potential contacts as well. I just wanted to show you as well the directory quickly, because that's also the other big tool. So this is the one that's open to everyone on the website. So you can search here for potential partner organizations. So for example, you can type in Madlug. Oh, actually, I'll do the one on the call, won't I? I'll do the one who signed up, Reviving Links. Zainab. Hopefully you've got up here already. There we go, you see?
Thank you, Zainab. We have a live case study.
There you go.
I believe you.
So there you go. You can find Reviving Links here as well by just searching the name, obviously, for the organization. Zainab, I think you're right. I'm right in saying when you filled out the joining form, you also would have put in a few search terms, a few keywords.
Yes, I did.
So you might put culture or something like that. Was that right?
Yeah, cultural heritage, language.
So just to re-emphasize that, hopefully this will come up now. Yeah, you see they. Okay, I'm not sure why you haven't come up. Hopefully that's just an error. I'll check that, Zainab, and make sure you are appearing for the right search terms there.
Thank you.
But yeah, it's a really good way of finding potential members. But you can also, if you click on all social enterprise members here, you can also find products or service social enterprises. So you can find them by, for example, if you want to find someone in the food and drink sector, you can filter by that and find someone if you, for example, make coffee and you want to partner with a biscuit company. Or you can find someone by their social environmental mission. So you can see if you want to work with LGBTQ individuals or refugees, social inclusion, anything like that, you can find those sorts of social enterprises. And again, it really helps you map out that network. Okay, so hopefully that's given you a quick overview. You'll have the links to those tools after already, but we'll send them again. They're in the chat, so do please take a look at those. I just had a few more slides to share. Hopefully this is going to work. There we go. It's showing, right?
We're
Yes,
on the
perfect.
Social Enterprise UK members area now.
Yeah, perfect. That's perfect. I just wanted to share some quick wins finally as well, because I think hopefully that gives you a good overview of what our community can offer you and how you can access it to build your own network, build your village, find your people. But I just want to share some quick wins to make sure you're making the most of it. So I think we'll share these slides afterwards, Lucas. Am I right? Because there are a couple of links in here.
That's right, we will, yes.
Perfect. So do take the moment to sign up to our member newsletter. The link's there. That will help you keep up to date with what's going on in the social enterprise sector. One of the things I should have mentioned in our business in the business support section, we do have a wonderful consultant called Fiona Napier who can support you as you grow your social enterprise. She does free 1-hour consultations for all our members and those looking to join Social Enterprise UK. So it's always worth talking to her just to hear what she's got. She's worked in social enterprise for many a year. Once you've joined Social Enterprise UK, like Zainab, make sure your profile's up to date so people can find you really easily and connect with you through there. And then register for the members area and start posting there. Start putting yourself out there a little bit to make sure that people can find you. All members there want to connect with like-minded individuals. I shared the webinars and events we run. Do check all of those coming up. We run sort of social lunch and learn sessions online as well. These are more sort of casual, informal sessions where people can network and chat as well. So check all those coming up. We will also be running quarterly in-person networking events soon. We are hoping to get that finalized over the next few months. So They will be taking place around the country, hopefully, so you can come and meet us, not just online, but actually in person, and as well meet fellow new members of Social Enterprise UK, fellow supporters, fellow social enterprises, and those supporter members as well. And if you, and of course, this is a little bit of a plug for me to tell you to help me grow our network. If you have a fellow entrepreneur you think could benefit from joining Social Enterprise UK, tell them that and have them join us as well. And then finally, please do reach out to us and share any stories or questions you have, or if you have any, if you're thinking, we're not delivering or something, or that you want to do something with us, please let us know. We're a really friendly bunch in the membership team. So you can email membership@socialenterprise.org.uk. You can reach out to me on LinkedIn. I think Lucas has shared my LinkedIn profile on the chat. Or you can get in touch with anyone else in the membership team. We've got Sophia and Francis, our head of membership and membership coordinator as well. So you'll be able to meet them in due course and connect. So that's it from me. I just wanted to share quickly a few really nice things that people have said about it before. It's a really nice way to, when we hear members actually have used the network to do exactly what I've sort of talked about, to grow their network, to find potential business partners, find like-minded individuals to connect with, and also support organizations find the relevant advice as well. So just thought I'd end with that slide, and then a quick slide about how we can then build a better and fairer world and protect the planet going forwards if we work together. So please do reach out and join us if you have any questions as well. All right. I was hoping, is Aruba here now, Lucas? I know
she is, I believe. Here she is. Hello, welcome, Aruba. Chris, thank you so much. Super helpful and great to see some of you guys already signed up. So, that's really brilliant. Zainab, shout out again, and Hannah and Olga as well, and Chantal, who's not on the call. I saw those names there. So really, make the most of this, and an amazing offer as well from Chris and the whole team at Social Enterprise UK. That you don't even need to be registered yet to sign up, which is awesome. So thank you, Chris. Please do just let me know if you do that, because I promised Chris a list of
yes.
So if you do sign up and you're not registered, please just let me know, send me a message on WhatsApp. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to hand over to back to Chris and Aruba for a little Q&A. Aruba, welcome. Let me just see if I spotlight you guys. Is this going to work? Add spotlight. Yes.
Okay, yes.
Have they gone side by side for everybody? Fantastic.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have.
Chris, Aruba, I'm going to hand over to you guys.
Thank you so much, Lucas. Hi, everyone. Again, apologies for the IT issues. Chris, I actually landed in at the moment when you were discussing face-to-face meetings, and with the way IT disappointed me today,
Yeah.
I am actually saying it. We need to meet face-to-face.
yeah. It's always okay. It's more reliable somehow, isn't it? Although again, I got stuck on a train on the way into the office today, so maybe not always. Who knows? Pitfalls all over the place. Yeah.
Very true. Let me share the screen.
Yeah.
So the Q&A, and over to you, Chris.
Yeah, so I had a few questions for you, Aruba, I remember, because obviously you were on the cohort last year and you signed up to Social Enterprise UK as well. And I guess a few of the questions we had, I mean, first of all, I wanted to hear about your experience of joining. Was it a straightforward process? Did you find it fairly simple? Just to give maybe some who are maybe a bit scared of signing up, a bit of an overview of how that experience was for you.
Well, initially I wasn't sure what to expect. So as my own personality, I wanted to find out more. So I started digging deeper, and it was actually quite straightforward. I enjoyed the whole process. I enjoyed making partnerships through there. And yeah, it's one of my go-to tools right now, even.
Fantastic, thank you. That was actually going to be my next question. Have you used, things like the members area or any other tools like that to
I have.
Fantastic.
Yes, the members areas, and I have found out where the right partnerships and everything is according to the organization, which is based in the north.
Oh yeah, fantastic. Yeah, thank you. Sorry, I missed you. It was the last bit there. I think that might have been me, not you. Don't worry. And I think one other question I had was around, piece of advice, I guess. So anyone who's maybe thinking about joining Social Enterprise UK or any network, really, it doesn't just have to be ours, of course. What piece of advice would you give them?
Just this, that in the beginning it might seem intimidating, but don't worry, just stick to it, go around looking at it, and you will find a way how to navigate it according to your benefit. So basically, do not be intimidated.
Yeah,
But Chris, I do have a question for you.
go for it.
So I know this particular program is also in partnership. So U-Turn and Result CIC. Please tell us how this all works and how the partnerships work for you guys.
Absolutely. So to start with, what I said at the beginning of the presentation to everyone was, part of Social Enterprise, what makes Social Enterprise UK a social enterprise. Our mission is to support and grow the social enterprise sector and make sure that everyone is aware and has opportunities to set up social enterprises. So breaking down those barriers. So this program, the Ideas into Action program, we were delighted to be a part of that. It really fits into that purpose to support social entrepreneurs from all backgrounds setting up social enterprises across the UK. And I think it's always just really inspiring to hear your stories as well. And I guess that's sort of just linking back to what you were saying about sort of piece of advice. I would just add, just always get in touch with networks, right? And just let them know what you're doing, what you're up to, because that's the way we can really help work together.
That makes sense. So that's a piece of advice for everyone. Just know what's everyone up to and just keep yourself out there as well.
Yeah. I think that's the big thing, keep getting yourself out there. It's always a bit nerve-wracking at first, but yeah, do it. Sorry.
It is. No, I completely agree. It is. Yes, I understand.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much.
I think that was it for the questions I had for you, Aruba. I don't know whether you had any others or whether anyone else wanted to ask a question.
Yeah, I was just about to open the floor to everyone. Does anyone else have a question for either me or Chris?
Aruba, do you want to stop sharing so we can see you on the spotlight?
Sure. Yeah.
Be shy, guys. Olga, you got a question? Go ahead.
Hello, I'm Olga. I have a question. I didn't understand. Have we already be registered social enterprise before we are going to use this platform?
So as part of the fact that we're a third partner on the Ideas into Action program, you get free access to the members area without being as a registered company. So you can set up already. Sorry, I'll start that again because that got a bit confusing. Yeah, you can sign up to the members area already without joining Social Enterprise UK if you haven't already registered your company. To join Social Enterprise UK officially as a member, you need to be a registered company. That's because we do the certification, so we need to be able to make sure that you are who you say you are and have that social mission embedded across what you do, which I'm sure you do, but it's just a question about us making sure we can tick that box essentially. But yeah, you can have access to our network already through the members area. So I think the registration link was shared in the platform. You can register for that. That's a separate registration link to the normal membership. Hopefully that makes sense. Sorry.
So for networking, we can't use this platform?
No, you can. You can use the platform.
You can?
Yeah.
Thank you.
No worries.
Any other questions, you guys?
Yeah, I've got a question.
Go on.
Yeah, I did, it says sign up here and I put my full name, email address and password. And then it took me to another page where it wants me to put my LinkedIn and all of those things. Is that the sign up or have I done something different?
Was that for which link was that? Sorry, I couldn't quite see it.
The link I took from the chat. There's this link I took from the chat to sign up. So it says join Social Enterprise UK members area.
Oh yeah, that's the members area link. So yeah. So that's to create a profile on the members area. So it will ask for things like you don't have to put everything in. I think you just need to put in company name and job title. You can put in LinkedIn stuff. It's just to really help you build your profile. But that's the members area. So yeah, sign up for that.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Zainab, you have a question.
Yeah, hello. Thank you, Aruba. I just wanted to ask, you mentioned there are webinars and sometimes courses. I wanted to ask, are they free or is there a charge for those?
All our webinars and social lunch and learns, we call them, sort of digital courses for want of a better word, they're completely free for members. Yeah. So,
Thank
and
you.
again, everyone on this course as well will have access to those through the members area as well as a part of the partnership. They all sit. So if you look in the members area once you're registered, they're all there under SE UK events online.
Thank you.
And just quickly on that, actually, sorry, remembering details. The networking events I mentioned as well, the in-person ones we'll be doing over the next few months, those will also be free. So no charge there either.
Fabulous. We shall be signing up for everything.
Fantastic. Can't wait to see you there, Zainab.
Thank you for that question. Any other questions, you guys? What do
I've
we
got a
have Chris over
question.
here? Go on, Lucas.
The tip of my tongue, because recently I've been having a few accounting nightmares. And social enterprise is a unique world of accounting, slightly different to your normal world of accounting, but also not a charity. So my question for you, Chris, is, are there accountants on the directory that people could find? Everybody should get an accountant. It's something you should budget for and pay for, because you don't want to get hit with fines. And trust
Absolutely.
me, I've been in the middle of this for the last couple of weeks, and I'm just wondering, like, being quite niche, a CIC obviously is still relatively, it's well known, but it's not as commonplace as charity and a limited company for your high street accountant. Are there accountants that you can find that will give you a better rate than the going market rate, maybe, because we're all in it together, sort of thing?
That's fantastic, Lucas. It's like our director of finance has asked you to ask that question. We have at Social Enterprise UK, we actually do have a shared accountancy shared services provider. So our director of finance, Sabira, and Yazir in the finance team have this special service to really help social enterprises navigate this, as Lucas said, quite a tricky world. And they help you get it all done properly and according to whatever financial year you operate on. So yeah, it's a really, really valuable one. I think there are maybe one or two on the call that have used that. I'm looking at Lucas there from Turn. But yeah, it's a really valuable service. But there are also others out there. So use the directory, because there might be one local to you as well. And there's also
a link to that service.
I do. Hang on a second.
That's super helpful. I actually going to start using this, guys. Any advisory sessions we may all have together on accountants?
I'm going to.
I find it somewhere else and then digest the information for you.
I think it's my laptop. I think it's on my the browser slightly crashed, so I can't actually access the link.
No worries.
So
if you send it to me, I can share it.
I'll send it to you afterwards. Yeah.
Thanks, Chris. That's really helpful, actually. Everyone get an accountant.
Yeah.
Trust me.
I would really recommend looking at all those business support sections in the members area once you've registered. There's some great, and the webinar recordings as well. There's some great ones on marketing, talking to the press, that sort of thing. So once you like getting your social enterprise set up and you want to shout about it, there's some really great tools for that. And obviously then the accountancy. There's also insurance. Insurance is an important one as you start up. So lots of social enterprises there. I'll send the link to the whole business support section and then that financial and finance accountancy shared services as well.
That's super helpful. I didn't actually realize that. That's amazing that you got those business support services. That's, if you please do, leverage that, guys, because there are experts in every area and things that we won't know at Turn, obviously. Yeah. So that's amazing. Thanks, Chris.
No, not at all. I'll just,
So we have Mohammed also wanting to ask a question.
Hello guys, yes, thank you very much for all this amazing work. And my question is about just a while I was trying to register my social enterprise. It's kind of asking me a lot of questions. One of them is asking for the address for the company. So I don't have here and also a lot of different things that ask me. I haven't done it yet. So if that would be necessary to have all of that, and then after that I would register it, or
sorry, had you registered your company already? Sorry.
No yet.
Okay. So what I'd say is, for now, Mohammed, just register for the members area and then come back and join us as a member once you've once you've registered your company, because I think you do need a registered company address to sign up to Companies House and everything. I think I'm right there, Aruba, right? You've done the process, yeah.
You're right. That
Yeah.
is true.
Yeah. So once you have that all in place, you can then join us properly as a member, but you can access the members area without needing the company address.
The
You can just,
address.
yeah, you just need an email, yeah, your name and a few details about your company.
Okay, go ahead. So the email is not my personal email, is it? It's not like my company email.
You can use your personal email or company email for us anyway.
Okay, great. All right. Thank you very much.
No problem.
I know after this session, I'm going to be on my computer looking at all of these details and finding out as much information as I possibly can. What
Fantastic.
about you guys?
I'm going to do the same. Chris, actually, I've got one more question. Can I sign up as a member of Turn? Because I think Turn has access, but I
Yeah.
haven't.
Oh yeah, that's a really good point actually, Lucas. Thank you. So the members, so it's a bit complicated. So obviously membership is done by organizations. So you sign up to join Social Enterprise UK as Aspiring Dreams or Reviving Links. That's who gets the Social Enterprise UK membership. For the members area, it's people who work for those organizations who get access. So Aruba gets access and Zainab gets access and Lucas gets access because they all work for a Social Enterprise UK member. I hope that makes sense. So Lucas, you should join if you haven't already. Aruba's joined and a few others as well.
Sounds good. Any other questions, you guys? I guess that's all, Chris, for now.
Fantastic, thank you. I've seen a few LinkedIn requests coming through, so I can't wait to accept them and connect with you guys after this as well.
Perfect. Looking forward to the connection. So guys, congratulations. That's your first network made.
I'm absolutely privileged, guys. Thank you so much for having me, and it's always great to come and talk to you.
It
Thank
was
you,
lovely having you
Chris.
here, Chris.
That was
Lucas, you want to say
great.
something?
No, just was saying thank you. I'm sure everyone's joining me. Just saying thank you, Chris, and have a lovely evening. And thanks for making the time to come down.
Not at all, Lucas. Thank you very much for having me. And yeah, please, everyone who hasn't added me on LinkedIn, please do, or send me an email. Really, really looking forward to connecting after this call.
Thank you so much, Chris. Thanks.